Hey there, Jonathan Smores. And, well, it's a Giants bye week, so in this video I'm going to run through the NFC East teams. Because, you can say whatever you want about the NFC East. It's really a disaster, but it's definitely not boring. And every week this season, I've kind of favored, at the end of the week, one of the teams to win. And it's changed every week, so I'm just intrigued by the whole thing. So I'm going to run through the teams in this video, and then at the end I'll wrap it up where I feel like the Giants stack up in the division. But I'll just jump right in with the Eagles. And what can I say about the Eagles? I mean, they had back-to-back losses now against winnable teams with the Browns and Giants, and they just completely fallen apart. Completely. And I mean, it just seems like they don't want to win this division. I mean, the Eagles win these last two games, and I don't think any other team in the East would be able to make up the ground to take it. So I guess the Eagles' defense has been okay. I say it's good enough to win games, but their offense has just been a complete disaster. Their offensive line is horrid. And Carson Wentz, he's been playing bad. I mean, he's been playing like one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. Eagles coaching has been putrid. Peterson looks clueless. I mean, you'd think the man never called a game in his life. I mean, at the moment, I think the Eagles season is over. They need wholesale changes over there. Ownership needs to take a look at the GM, the head coach, the quarterback, all of it. And the Eagles could spiral out of control for years. I mean, with the cap situation. So sorry, Eagles fans. I know this probably ain't any consolation to you, but I know your pain. Us Giants fans, we know your pain. And onto the Washington football team. And props, man. All I can say is props to the Washington football team. Well, the previous Redskins. I mean, they've had every excuse to quit, but they just keep fighting. Alex Smith is a great story for the NFL, for the team. And with all that being said, the Washington football team could and should have lost this game against the Bengals. I mean, the Bengals were moving the ball down the field pretty easily to start the game. The kicker for the Bengals is not good, to say the least. He missed a bunch of kicks, and I believe an extra point. And coming out of the half, the Burrow injury happens, and it just deflated him. So Washington has a shot at this division. I'll say that. I didn't feel that way last week, but they're gonna have to win the rest of their division games. I believe they played Dallas once and Philadelphia. So if they win them games, then they're gonna be tough for the Giants to overcome. But if we finish with the same record, I'm pretty sure we would have. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we'd have the same division record or we'd be tied. And I think if it goes that route, then we got both wins on them. I think we'd be over though. But they're gonna have a shot with that defense they got over there. That just is what it is. Now the Giants miss out on the playoffs. I wouldn't mind Washington being the team to go. I know it's a division. I'm not supposed to feel like that, but just with the stories over there and them, they've been a pretty bad franchise just like us of late. Wouldn't mind it. So, yeah, out of the entire NFC East, Washington would probably be the one that should play for like a better draft pick, I'd say. Only because they still need their long-term, their answer at quarterback. Because it just seems like Ron Rivera does not like Dwayne Haskins at all. And on Dallas Cowboys, I mean, out of all the NFC East teams, the Dallas game was like the most surprising to me. I counted them out. I counted them out because their defense was just looking all-time bad. And to the credit of the defense, I mean, they've looked a lot better the last couple weeks. I mean, that Vikings offense has been on a tear the last few games, and holding them to 28 points was pretty impressive, considering how god awful they have been. So, I mean, if you look at all the NFC East teams' remaining schedule, the Cowboys by far have the easiest schedule. I'll say that, but just like Washington, they're going to have to win their division games. They got a game coming against the Eagles. They got a game coming up against us. Yeah, against us. What am I thinking? So Dallas could keep surprising me, but I mean, I'm not ready to say they've turned the season around, they've turned the corner. This game could have easily been like the first one of the season for them. I mean, that onside kick in Atlanta was an all-time idiotic blunder of a play, and you could make the argument that the first Giants game could have been a blowout loss if the refs don't make a few controversial calls. So if Dallas wins next week, I might feel different about them. And all the teams right now have 3 wins. They all have 3 wins apiece. Philadelphia's got the lead because of the tie. And, at the end of last week, I felt like the Giants had some momentum. Now I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about it. Obviously, I think the Giants' victory next week looks a lot more likely because of the Joe Burrow injury. I mean, that sucks for them. I wanted to see our defense go up against Joe Burrow. But I know that offensive line has been stinky over there for him, and that just sucks because he seemed like I guess he'll be back next year, but I don't know. I keep hearing different reports like this injury, like it was really bad, like it tore off the bone as a fracture. I hope not. I hope it's just an ACL for his sake and he can come back next year. Anyways, enough of Joe Burrow. Yeah, I don't feel as great about the division as I did uh, after last week's Giants game, but we'll see. We'll see. If all the division games coming up, if these teams can split them, I guess the team I'm worried about the most this week is Washington, the Washington football team. And like I was saying, if the Giants can beat the Bengals, they got a good shot, even if they lose the rest of their games, of playing Dallas Week 17 for the division. And that's just crazy. The Giants could go 5-11 and win the division. I'm thinking 6 wins, and if we win our last division game against Dallas, we're probably going to have the best divisional record or tied. And if it's with Washington, then I think we get the edge, even if they win out their games. This is just crazy. I'm gonna have to make one of these videos every week because this is all craziness. I mean, I bet you by the end of next Sunday, Monday, I'll bet you I'll feel completely different. But a Giants win next week really puts them in the driver's seat, especially if the Eagles lose. And the Eagles' schedule coming up is brutal. Brutal. I don't see where they get another win. Maybe they beat Dallas. Maybe they go into Dallas. But if they play Dallas like they did the first Eagles Cowboys game, they're going to lose because that Ben DiNucci guy was God. Whoa, he was bad. And now they got Andy Dalton. He can at least make throws and win games. So we'll see. How I feel about the division. I don't. Yeah. Next week I'll probably think it's Dallas or Washington who's going to win. That's right now. I'd have to say the Giants are favored. If the Cowboys defense can keep playing the way it does, maybe. You never know. Let's see. Listen, all these teams are awful, but to me, this might be the most entertaining division in the NFL. And boy, that's going to be a fun playoff game. Whoever wins it, I gotta say that. That's it for me, though. If you actually made it through this whole video of mumbling and jumbling, like and subscribe. You know, I got a lot more Giants ideas for videos coming up. If you guys want to maybe see a specific kind of Giants or Knicks or New York sports video, hit me up in the comments with it. You know, this channel's, well, all YouTube's is about you guys. We're here for you. And we love it. So stay safe, everybody. Like and subscribe. Peace.